the stock market, meaning companies, new highs.
I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on. Nuts! They're nuts! They know nothing!
An online network called Internet.
Well, it's very hip to be on the Internet right now.
Welcome, my degenerates. The rest of your life starts right now on Market Mania. The no bullshit approach to these financial markets, including GameStop, AMC, political betting, Bitcoin, and the largest casino in the world, spinning insane right now, the U.S. stock market. Today on Market Mania, basically all the meme stocks are the news today. Wall Street bets, you have made it. That is all that anybody can talk about. GameStop, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, BlackBerry, and then, there's some airlines and some other bullshit. Brett Ritchie, holy fucking shit. The day opened with all brokerages basically broken. Just at bell rings 9:30, you can't make a trade anywhere. Robinhood, E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, Interactive Brokers. You can't make a trade. Did you see what the fuck's going on? GameStop's at 300. What the hell's going on, Brett Ritchie?
It's crazy to me. I missed the market open stuff. I'm on the West Coast, so I was still sleeping. But I woke up to GameStop. I think it was 320 when I woke up, and that was like insane. I thought with Melvin Capital selling out of their position yesterday, I thought potentially the herd was going to move on to AMC and sell some of their GameStop gains. As we'll get to later, they definitely moved on to AMC, but they are still piling into GameStop. It was actually the most traded stock yesterday. It did more volume than Apple and Amazon and all of those companies. I had a friend text me, can you even sell these things? I'm like, yeah, it was the highest volume of any stock. So this is a liquid market. People are just rifling money in.
I mean, Matt Glantz, we don't want to bother you on a day like today, but can you breathe right now with GameStop?
There is no breath in front of me right now. I am breathless. But so still long AMC and short GameStop. Kind of tampered down. AMC's tampered down a lot, over $10. Not really that long like I was yesterday, but huge win in AMC today. But even bigger loss in GME. Funds down like 8 to 10% right now in the day, which is not fun. It's been a while since we had one of those days. So just trying to manage the position. I might have to cover GameStop if it keeps going up, makes new highs again, probably going to have to cover. That would suck.
You and everybody else, you and every single buddy else. I'm reading about gamma vortexes, and they're just like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore. I don't know what the hell's happening here. This is unprecedented. Were you able to place trades at the market open today, Matt?
No, everything was broken for like the first 20 minutes. But I could tell you one thing. I did something today I haven't done in years. At around 9:45, I saw what was going on in Mayhem, and things were broken. The market was broken. Couldn't get orders in. So I turned off all my notifications, turned off my phone. Haven't even looked at Twitter since like 9:45. No text, no messages. Just been laser focused on the screens, doing math all morning. So this is an unusual event for me.
Absolutely unprecedented day in the market. Wall Street bets and retail investors, 2 million strong, plus everybody else that they could tell, took over the fucking stock market. The wrong people are rigging it right now, according to the regulators. I saw Michael Burry tweeted that this isn't right or something to that effect. I saw another dangerous tweet today saying like SEC going to investigate the social media. What the fuck is happening? A lot of old school guys remember Trader like Tokyo Joe and like pump groups of the late 90s during the tech boom. But then those were shut down. This is like the same thing, but just face up. Everybody goes to Wall Street bets. Everybody apes in all at the same time. There's no real coordination. I wonder what the regulators will do about this shit if they can do anything.
They'll do something. I have no idea what they will do either. But I agree. To me, this is a beautiful thing. It is like the people sort of rising up. Honestly, to some extent, it's a financial revolution, right? People are like, we've seen it with Ron Paul a bit. We've seen it with Bernie Sanders, the sort of the power of so many people putting a little bit in toward a cause. This is just an FU to Wall Street, right? Like, fuck you. We're just going to pile in GameStop and you can't stop us. And it actually makes sense, right? When you look at all the short interest against GameStop, it's actually like a pretty beautiful play here. that's unfolded.
Brett, the only caveat to that is when shit turns around and goes down, there's not going to be any hedge funds, any mutual funds that own this stock at 350.
Yeah.
The ones that are long, it got out. The hedge funds are not getting long. So when it goes down, it's going to be, your everyday guy, your Robinhood trader that's going to be stuck with the bag.
Ponzi style explosion. And Glance brings up a brilliant point there. The way down is going to be painful. It is not necessarily today, but it's also not necessarily not today. So you're playing a greater fool theory game. You don't want to be the greatest fool, and it's going to be fucked up on the way down. That's really good that you mentioned.
It's not going to be Wall Street guys or funds that are long it on the way down.
Yeah, but they're taking some of them out, right? They're taking
for sure,
for
sure taking some out. But the last guys in, the last Robin Hooders, the last everyday guys are the ones going to get screwed.
Every time I look at Wall Street bets, I keep seeing somebody but it happened at 45. They're like, oh, I'm aping in here at 45. I'm like, oh my God, that's going to be the guy left holding the bag. And then sure enough, he prints. And now the guy's like 115 calls from Chamath. Like, okay, well, he's going to hold a little bit of the bag. Nope, he's fucking, he's up 100x like he always is on everything.
Similar to a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. And the guys at the end, I'm telling you, it's fun to say you're busting out the hedge funds now, which I could care less either. I didn't cover yet. So hopefully I don't cover, and I'm one of those guys that gets to hold it all the way down. But when it goes down, it's not going to be the guys that you want to lose money. It's going to be your friends, your neighbors, your Reddit friends, and your Wall Street guys, your Wall Street bets guys.
It says trade responsibly.
Yeah, trade responsibly, lock up gains. I mean, or ape in if it's not at the top. I mean, not investment advice. Nothing here is investment advice. And really today, we're just holding on. We're holding on to our butts today.
That brings up another thing with AMC, guys. So we recommended last week AMC at $3. Then yesterday doubled down and said buy more at $4.69 or whatever it was, $4.69. So now it's $15, and people are tweeting at me, texting me, DMing me. Should I buy more? Should I buy it here?
No, you're done.
Crazy, guys. You just can't buy it at 15 when it was $4.60 yesterday because you think it's going to go to 300 because GameStop did it.
And also, it really isn't investment advice. This is gambling advice. And if there's a gambling win and it's out $15 right now today, and we're never going to tell you now you sell. That's not something that we do. This is not we're not your fucking broker. All right. You just get on there. Now you're up huge. You do whatever the fuck you're going to do starting, even before now. But that's how it goes.
People that I feel are sophisticated enough to find their way to this YouTube channel, they get it to some extent. They're not like the stone dead retail, like, oh, GameStop's plus EV buy here because it's a good underlying fundamentals.
I'll tell you this thing with AMC is that if you have shares at $14 right now, it looks a lot like when GameStop was at $20, and I'm thinking, holy shit, where are the put options? And then all of a sudden now it's 10x from there. So I mean, if you're going to play that game, you're playing a greater fool game. Note when you go in. You're not buying a fundamental company here. It's deep in debt, $6 billion. They took on an extra $1 billion in debt. And then they can survive a little bit longer. Obviously, maybe everybody will ape back into the movies when the pandemic is, and everybody gets their shit straight. But you're playing greater fool game if you think this is going to go to 100. This is nothing but greater fool.
So AMC is a great story. We love it. We loved it at 3. We loved it at 4.5. But say it's 14. So like if you buy it, whatever, you're gambling, that's your choice. Feel free to get it might go to 100. We don't know. But the thing is, if it goes down from here and you buy more, don't come blame us and say you guys told us you liked it at 4. I couldn't buy it then, so I bought it at 14. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense.
The floor might be 2, and it might be bust. I mean, it might be like, fuck, there's more coronavirus. It's closed for 4 years.
GameStop just dropped $40.
All right, so. What I want to do now, let's take a look at some of these other stocks that could be the next GameStop or AMC.
GameStop.
Get that candle. Where's those dildos, Tony? Put those dildos on the fucking screen, Tony.
And good news, they just halted AMC.
We need 1 day. We need 1 minute ticks. 1 hour ticker. Who the fuck's looking at the 1 hour chart today?
Tony, do a little zoom in just today's chart.
5 minute. Where's the 5 minute?
Exactly.
We can't go lower than 15.
What just happened? Well, it got me excited.
Jesus
so
Christ.
GameStop's halted now? Is it halted now?
Tony, do it. little. I mean, I don't know.
That
Maybe
red
Tony
dildo
probably
might have
got
halted
graphs.
it.
But
Actually,
anyway,
that red
it just
dildo
cost
might have
$40 in 1 minute.
They have it's what is it exactly, Glance? What's the ruling on halts? I know there's all different types of halts that they can do if it drops X percentage in X time.
They're dropping on volatility halts right now. I mean, they're halting on volatility halts right now. It means no news. It just means the stock moved too much in a period of time. I don't know what it means. It's like a percentage move. I don't know the exact percentages, but both stocks just took a huge dump and both halted.
All right, pull up, Tony. Pull up BlackBerry, Bed Bath and Beyond, Nokia, and then like these are also Wall Street Bets meme type stocks. You can see also generally terrible companies in bad shape with high short interest, and you can see Bed Bath and Beyond is pumping huge today. So is BlackBerry. I saw Nokia just got in motion right as we went on the air. That's a $25 billion company, though, unlike the $400 million, GameStop and, when it started and AMC for a couple $100 million. That's a big boy company, but that's moving too. Look at those. Look at that green dildo, Glance, on Nokia. That's got
at the same time it dumped. All these just dumped at the same time. Tony, if you could I put in the chat the graph, that live graph. I don't know if you put it in the chat. Maybe I'll find another one.
Fucking FinTok is going to go nuts today. TikTok has got to be off the chain today with the Monday morning quarterbacks.
I love this comment from the chat. B Trail says, I didn't know alt season was going to be on Wall Street this time.
Well said, sir. Holy shit.
Maybe Tony can pull this up, whatever.
Look at that. Look at
There's
that
your
candle
red dildo.
for the guy selling those $200 calls. That looks pretty good.
And it does look like GameStop is halted.
Oh, you see it. Oh, you can see it. Great.
Yeah, there's the
That's
dildo.
what happened. When you heard me scream, that's what happened. That's excitement. It's not even about making money. It's about a sense of relief.
You're the guy doning at the craps table, celebrating in the face of all the
Finally, the river card made your flush for all the chips. Finally,
Let me tell you something, guys. This GameStop, it's $312 right now. It might go to $1,000, whatever. I'm gonna have to cover if it goes over like $400. I'm not willing to go broke on it, but it might go to $1,000 before it crashes. But this thing is a piece of fucking shit. It's dog poo. Maybe it's worth $10, $20, $30. I don't know. Whatever. GameStop. It's not. There's no proprietary technology. It's not an EV sector car company. It's not Tesla. It's just
your omni-channel gaming experience, Matt, is now what the narrative they're going with. So,
yeah, it's great. Well, it's worth what, 30 or 40 billion market cap now?
Is it that high?
I'm just checking in, guys. Did I miss anything this morning?
What's up, Tony?
Hey, I know we're having fun talking about this craziness. I just wanted to point you in the direction of a company that's not doing so well today. Boeing has more troubles. They have delay on their new 777. They've got they had the 737 MAX debacle, which is still not completely resolved. And they're going to be late on some of their orders for planes that have already been built. So I just wanted to say, this is what happens when you bail out companies. What should have happened is Boeing should have been allowed to completely collapse. And then their assets and all of their planes and everything would have been bought up by a company that knows how to run this. And then we would have had a successful airline company. But as it stands, as you continue to bail people out, this whole ethic of too big to fail, it's got to go. We can't survive this anymore. So I just think that maybe today, maybe this year is a wake-up call to the government, the regulators, traders, everybody, that we really need real price discovery, or this whole thing will never... It'll just be like this from here on out. I don't know how
First
to get
of all,
there.
if Boeing was allowed to fail, then Wall Street Bets kids would have that motherfucker at all-time highs today. Okay, so that's the first thing.
You just gotta let it go.
If you want to save Boeing, you let that shit fail. Wall Street Bet kids bid that shit up. You do a secondary. You're back in fucking business. That is how you manage a public company today. In 2021.
Yeah. I just wanted to say my piece there. But I also,
agree with you, Tony. By the way, I've been saying fuck Boeing since we started this show.
That's true.
And I still say they're not going to be flying the 737 MAX whenever that's back in the air here. It's going to have a different name.
Yep, I think you're right. And I'm going to head out, but before I go, I just wanted to point you at Blockbuster here today. Remember them? This is their
beautiful.
stock price today. This is insane. It just is.
What is it though? It's not like actual Blockbuster.
It's their liquidation company. So I guess they still have some assets that are whatever, whether it's like old movies or so. I don't know what it is.
How the fuck could they have any assets?
No one buying this knows what it is either. They're just saying, "I'm buying Blockbuster."
There's a $20 million market cap. They've had zero volume some days recently.
I mean, even the brand alone might be worth 20 million, right? If with nostalgia
I don't know
and
if the brand is in that ticker though.
Yeah, if does the trademark of Blockbuster, is that involved? Like, that's not crazy. 20 million. Maybe it is.
Who knows if it's even in that? Is it even in that entity? Like, what is? Nobody even knows what this entity is.
I don't think the people buying know. They're just clicking in Blockbuster.
It's Blockbuster's up 180%. Tony, the producer, that's a great find. Everybody's pumping today. If your business is bullshit and you have a ticker symbol,
if you were like a go-to spot of mine in high school, you are crushing right now. I should have just bought stocks then and just held them for 20 years.
Is there laser tag stocks? Like, is there? Can we? I mean, is pinball publicly traded? Like, what the fuck? What's going on? What is going on today? It is the Market Mania mailbag. It is. Yeah, I mean, how can you not like a giant frenzy like this? The Market Mania mailbag. What a great day. It is Wednesday, January 27th, 2021. No one's ever going to forget this shit. And Tony, open that bag up. I'm almost afraid to see what's in there. I mean, is it just people that need hugs today or something, or want a high five?
I got one from Twitter here. We got Kyle, kinda cool Kai, wondering.
I got a volcano bag. Hold on.
Okay, got a volcano bag. Why are my GME puts going up as the price does? Am I going to get wrecked? And I would say to that, the puts are going up as the price does is because people are still buying. There's such volatility. People still want to get short this stock. Obviously, people want to short it. I don't know, Matt. I don't know if you are paying attention to that.
Well, I couldn't even. What question was to trade?
I've been keeping an eye on that a little bit, Brett. Let me just say that in most cases, if a stock price goes up, the call prices go up along with it, and the puts go down. But the reason that the puts are going down here is because there's so much demand for the puts. People know that this is an aberration, so it's completely reversed. I mean, you can have it. Oh, all right, we got the volcano. Goddamn, wish you could.
Oh no, I clicked up a back. I meant to hit it before the fucking show, but then it was just melting for so long. I figured I'm not going to waste it. But
yeah, absolutely not. So that's just it. There's demand for puts. People think this thing's going down, and that's why the puts are going up. In most cases, that is not how it works. But this is a meta narrative that has taken over the prices.
Yeah.
So
motherfucker.
I feel the VIG is so expensive on these options, but it's obviously working out so far for the people buying them. But I would. Again, I'm more interested in what's next, right? We've seen GameStop, we've seen AMC.
I fucking saw that shit go down yesterday. I was going to ape into some GME puts. Obviously, glad it didn't. But then when the stock skyrocketed, the puts went up too. I mean, that makes no fucking sense. But obviously, as Glance explained, the vol exploded. So the price you're paying for the puts went instead of 80%, 300%. So yeah, maybe the stock went up, but guess what? It's also like Brett said, everybody wanted to ape into puts also. And sure enough, it's fucking now your puts went up too, and the stock skyrocketed. You're never going to see that happen very often.
So we got another question here. Chris Perkins in the YouTube chat wants to know: is it possible that we don't see an alt season this cycle, like all the shows are predicting? People expecting 2017 to repeat itself. I would say, as B Trail said, apparently alt season's happening on Wall Street this time. I think you definitely, for a crypto alt season, you can't count on it. I do think historically people do rotate their gains from Bitcoin, which saw a massive jump, into some of these other coins. So I think there's going to be gains to be had. It just may be more condensed, I think, instead of just a wide, blindly all of CoinMarketCap top 100 moving in tandem.
I got one more thing I want to say on that too. I do agree with what you're saying, Brett, but the larger point I think is that we don't have alt seasons anymore. We have alt epochs. We're going to have crypto epochs. And you can catch a season, I guess. It goes up or down 30, 80% even. It doesn't matter. We're in a new era. To think of seasons anymore almost doesn't make sense to me. I think it's...
I mean, Tony hit it on the head. Shit is changing fast with the landscape, be it a virus, be it 2 million autistics just aping in at the same time to the same stock. I mean, shit has changed. Shit has changed. New fucking landscape. I don't even know what to say, boys. I don't even know what to say.
Sure.
Today has been one of the
I'll
craziest
say it's
days.
entertaining, man. I've $0 invested in GameStop, and like last night, I was just looking forward to the market open, just to see what's going to happen. It's fascinating to me.
I had to take a bag to the
beautiful.
face just to calm down right now because I can't. I mean, just AMC is just it touched $22 pre-market. Then the whole internet broke. The whole fucking market broke. And then it's like it's almost like I saw some screenshots on Twitter. People like they can't buy it. Like, they were trying to fucking ape in, and they wanted. Seemed like the powers that be wanted sell only. At
Tony,
the start.
if you go back to that 1 minute chart on your TD Ameritrade GameStop, the one you have there, and then you hit on the bottom left. There's like a plus minus. You hit that plus a few times, and you get to see it.
all right,
Yep.
1 second.
And they can watch it live that way, and hit the plus a few more times. There
Grant,
you go.
am I wrong?
That's what's going on. So that first red dildo.
Ooh, double
15
candle.
minutes ago when we were on the show, that was the first. That was the haul.
Uh-oh.
Opened back up, ran right back to 340. Piece of shit. Then went back down 320, back to 340, and now it's kind of bouncing in between, but it's moving fast.
I mean, holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. And you are in greater fool territory here. People bidding on GameStop at 325. I mean, that's just a fuck you to the general establishment, I would say.
Yeah.
If you're rooting, we need that shit 200 by Friday.
I'm still
AMC,
cheering for it long term. To get to 200 Friday, no higher, and then we'll hit 1,000 next week. And Matt
That's fine with me.
won't sell any calls for
That's perfect.
AMC is now at that's like it's so strange too. Like at $14, you look at AMC at $14, and you can't help but think to yourself, well, I was just sitting here like a couple fucking days ago looking at GameStop at $38, thinking, ooh, juice box short. No way that this has any more upside. It's 10x today from when it was there. 10 fucking x, not doubled. Not 5x. I mean, it's fucking 10. It's a 10 bagger since you're thinking about shorting it. So you look at AMC at $14 and you can't help but think, right?
GameStop 20x. Somebody might have hacked a Twitter account and put a deep fake up, but I may or may not have touted a GameStop short in December at $16 on this very show. That's a 20x from my alleged recommended short.
We have a sayings over at Chansey Investments. They're not all winners, okay? They're not all going to be winners coming out of this show.
I just want to pop on real quick and say, in chat, Over Under asks, wait, did he just say he has 0 shares of GameStop? So, Matt, can you just explain that real quick? What
It was
that's
Brett.
called?
Brett said he had 0 shares of GameStop.
Yeah.
Brett.
And,
I was just
and Matt's
cheering for
position
it.
is a naked short. Matt's position is a naked short. I don't want to take his concentration.
That's what
unless
I
we
wanted
need-
to get into. But
he's naked short, ladies and gentlemen. He's not selling covered calls here. No. That's for us conservative guys.
In essence, to make it simple, I am naked short, but the reality, I'm long a call spread. The 150-200 call spread expires Friday, 1x2. So short, long 50 of the 150 calls and short 100 of the 200 calls. So effectively, short like 50 calls in total. Which
And
is
that's
equal to 5,000
100 share
shares.
lots, 5,000 shares, 50
Yeah.
calls, 5,000 shares.
Not fun. Not fun.
Yeah. 5K per tick, 5K per dollar tick is what that man's dealing with. While he brings you Market Mania right here, we do thank Matt Glantz specifically on today for being with us and giving you guys a little glimpse into what the minds of a guy that's just, LOLing around, 7 digits on an account. Then, this is actually what it looks like. It's not your fintech bullshit, your fintech bullshit. When I see some kid showing up, flashing a Robinhood chart, no, boys. That's big boy shit is what Glantz is dealing with. Interactive brokers, motherfucker. Every market open, all instruments at your fingertips. You're not swiping up to make a trade. You got some British lady. She gets in your ear. She says, order filled, order canceled. That's what you're listening to all day.
So when you guys are probably wondering when I'm going to cover, here's the deal. Most of these situations. So today, right now, this fund's down 7% of the day, whatever. I mean, that sucks. It's a big loss. If the stock breaks new highs over like 380, I'll look to cover. Or at any point where there's a sharp options order, where some guy comes in and buys like 2,000 calls or something like that, and he's one of those guys that I follow that I see from the past is pretty sharp, I'll also cover wherever the stock is at that time. So that's what I'm looking for. Just looking for information.
All right, we will keep following this story every day because it just gets more and more interesting no matter what the fuck happens. Right here on Market Mania, keep it locked across a lot of different channels. You can hit us on TikTok, Market Mania Show. You can hit us on Twitter, Market Mania Show. Or right here on YouTube is where you catch the show live, locked and loaded in its entirety every single day that the market is open. So, without further ado, on a crazy, fucked up, epic day in the market, let's start the Market Mania pick of the day. Hope the batteries are still charged for this hat because you do need to make sure to understand this is not investment advice. I mean, this is barely gambling advice. Do your own research. Matt Glantz, what the hell are you going with on a fucked up day like today as the pick of the day?
GME, GameStop. Be short it, but be careful. So for every $100,000 in your account, if you're allowed to short stocks, short 50 shares only per $100,000 in your account. So this way, you don't have to cover. Right now, if it went to what, 2,000, you would be broke if you shorted 50 shares right here. I think that's the math on it. So if you short 50 shares per 100,000 in your account, you can't get too hurt. You can hold it. It's kind of like free money when it goes back under 100. And that's my pick of the day.
I mean, you got to assume that it's 420.69 is all the sell orders are going to come in. If that stock goes a penny above 420.69, then fuck me. That's a good way. I mean, seriously. I mean, you have to play this market. It's clown world meme market now.
You got to play it small. If you're gonna short, you got to play it small.
Be careful, Brett Ritchie.
That's the reason. Even though my positions are relatively big to what most people trade, I trade a fund. I trade a bunch of people's money, and the fund's down 7% right now. This is the stock. We have a pretty big position in GameStop. It stock's up 120%, up $180, and the fund is only down 7%. So you just got to play it for these kind of situations where you just can't go broke. That's the key.
So AMC saved it. GMC killed him. But then if he can trade it out properly, I mean, no one wants to hold GameStop for 1 year at these prices. Nobody. And just
right. Right.
But it's
so this move, this GameStop move cost the fund 16% overall just on GameStop. So we're up in other things, but still, this is worse. This is literally worst case scenario. Stock's up $200 or whatever, and these things don't happen every day. So you just got to be prepared when worst case scenario happens. You lose 16%, not 60%.
Brett Ritchie, do you have a pick of the day on a day like today?
I do. Believe it or not, I am going to pick XRP Ripple. I actually never thought I would ever tout this coin. But again, I'm looking at all these people that made money in Bitcoin are going to look to put their gains somewhere. And now this playbook that Wall Street Bets kind of exposed is the sort of hated company that's shorted by a lot of people can still really pump when everybody gets together. Ripple, they have a really good botnet. They have a really good, or at least a bold marketing platform, and they've kind of found this bottom around 25 cents, 22 cents post the SEC coming after them. So it's kind of like everything's already out there. This is essentially playing the same greater fool's theory game of people saying, look, let's try and wreck these Ripple shorts because people are going to short it because of the SEC and all that. So, and it's a good unit price also, and it's got awareness. So yeah, believe it or not, I think XRP is worth the gamble here.
The shitted on coins, the same theory from the Wall Street Bets pump that you have here applied to crypto. Gotta love the call. I originally posted Nokia for my pick of the day because that shit was just looked like it would be the next one, but then Nokia went batshit since then. So I almost just fuck, this is a tough pick of the day today. Let's keep it at Nokia. these kids probably still have steam left in them. It's just a steam play. It's like, when this thing pops, you always got it's fucking $690 now. Well, it looked really great at $475 and even a little bit at $509. But at your own risk is going to be my stock of the day. And you almost want to go AMC right here for just like the pump from like the fucked up super greater fool potential, just like GME. But okay, that is going to do it for Market Mania today. We really, really appreciate you. Didn't even have my safety glasses on for the pick of the day. Oh, crazy day. I'm going to leave you with one from Lupe Fiasco. It's Lupe Week here on Market Mania. Great week for it. And it's from Daydreaming from Food and Liquor One.
Hello. 1 minute.
Yep.
1 second. Subscribe and follow, guys. We really need subscribers. That's the way to keep us in business.
Yeah.
Yes. Pump our TikTok numbers. That's what it's all
Pump
for.
it.
Now, come on, everybody.
Melvin Capital is shorting Market Mania show.
Now, come on, everybody. Let's make cocaine cool. We need a few more half-naked women up in the pool. And hold this Mac 10 that's all covered in jewels. And can you please put your titties closer to the 22s? Like and subscribe, as the boys told you, right here on YouTube. Follow us at Market Mania Show on Twitter and Market Mania Show on TikTok. We're going to be big on TikTok. Grown men dancing. Yeah, on the app right there for you. We'll see you tomorrow, if there is a tomorrow. But for now, it's lights out.
Come on, I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. Come on, I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. Come on, I never sleep if I don't have. I never sleep. Come on, I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. Come on.
Time to right the wrong. So your hands in the air if you like the song. If you're going over there, take it twice as long. Last time ain't talking about Tylenol. Oh, I bet you'd like to know. You can come around the way if you're trying to go. If you want to switch lanes for a pot of gold or a domino, out of control. The usual. Get mad cause I'm looking at your girl.
Switch it up.
I do it so much louder than everything you've heard. Everybody heard, got the word that the world wasn't turning. Act like you're in a jury. Power of attorney where I would turn in. Can't lie like it's Mississippi burning. Don't act like you're in a daze. I imagine should've looked the other way. Couldn't clear space on my mind. Was afraid of the time. Strobe light flicking the moonlight.